Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Coming to you this morning from the garage on this beautiful morning. It's nice. You can see the dew sitting on the shingles of the house that they're building catty corner across the street here. And it is gorgeous. The grass is nice and wet and shiny from the dew and stuff. I love that. The birds are chirping. It is a beautiful morning, folks, and it is a beautiful morning for a cigar review, which is what we are doing today. The Montecristo Monte. This thing is ginormous. This is the ridiculous size. I am not a fan of the big ring gauge. However, I have to force myself out of my comfort zone to try to get better at picking up flavors and just reviews and smoking cigars in general. So this is a Gordo, 6x60. It's a Parejo. There's the density. It's packed. It's pretty firm pack. It's a nice wrap, though. It really is. You can see the seams, but not very bad. I'd say a little veiny. The cap work is spot on. It is really nice. They did a really nice job with this one. The bottom band is a little loose, which is a good sign. And so is the top band, so that's fantastic. That means they won't be hard to get off once the barrel heats up. Other than that, I would say it is good to go. Let's cut it, light it, and get after it. Today we are using the Montecristo Cigar Teardrop, one of my favorite cutters. I was never a real big fan of the Teardrop, but I have become a fan because I've been forcing myself to use it more. I'm normally a Calibri V-Cut or a Cigar Scissors fan, and they just cut so nice. That's all I took off, folks. Just the cap. It is just, they really are a nice cutter. So let's, a nice sweet tobacco. That's about it. All right, I'm gonna light it. And I'll come back in the first third. All right, first third of Montecristo's Monte. As you can see, the ash is very flaky and kind of really, I don't know. It's needed touched up once already. It just really got cockeyed on me, and it was starting to affect the flavors. And I didn't want that to happen, so I did touch her up a bit. The draw is pretty tight. It needs a double puff to really get some smoke out of it for the first little bit there. I think I'm past that now. It's starting to ease up a little bit. It's starting to open up for me. Hopefully it opens up here before I get to the mid stick. But flavor-wise, it's pretty simple. It's actually, all I'm getting really is just leather and chocolate. Not getting much more than that right now. And I think a lot of it is just simply because of how tight the draw is. But the chocolate is very faint, but it is there. But the leather is dominant right now. And like I said, I think it's mostly just simply because of the draw. So we're going to keep working at it. Hopefully it continues to open up and the flavor picks up for me here as we go through. So we will be back around mid-stick. Midway, Montecristo. We took the second band off. I slid the other band up a touch. As you can see, the ash is beautiful, nice and white. The burn is actually really good, and the ash is not too bad right now. The draw has increased immensely. It has opened up very nicely, which has allowed a lot more flavors to come through. The leather's a lot more there. I'm actually getting enough smoke now to do retrohales, which is, on the retrohale, it is the nice chocolatiness is there. And then on the end of the retrohale, you're getting a little bit more of the leather. But on the regular draw, you got leather, you have cedar, and you have the chocolate. And you even have a touch of sweet tobacco. And the sweet tobacco is just like nice subtle hints now and then. You don't get it every draw, but you do get it enough to, it's there. And it's a welcoming addition to the cigar. It really is. For a fan of, for a person that is not a fan of the big ring gauge, this one's actually smoking pretty well, other than the draw issue. But, you know, the flowery ash was kind of hectic there. It was flaking off a little bit on my lap, but it did hold off, and it fell off in 2 chunks, and not bad. It's moving along quite nicely. So we'll continue on, and we'll come back for the final third, and we'll give it a final score. All right, we're gonna have to wrap this thing up. It's a shame, but this thing is so soft and so mushy that I've slowed down my cadence so much that I had to relight it. And even though it's putting out a lot of smoke and everything, it is just so soft. I mean, it's so hot that it's actually taking out the flavors. To this point, though, the flavors haven't changed much. It is a medium to full body. There's no question about that. The ash was very flowery, but it did fall off in another nice chunk. So that was nice about it. The thing that hurt it was the fact that it really got soft, and that the smoke got so hot that it just heated up to the point where there was no flavor to it at all. It was just hot air. So overall, I gave it an 84. The Montecristo, the Monte Gordo 6x60, it got an 84. Would I try these again? Yes, but I would not go to this size. I would try to find something in a smaller ring gauge. A Robusto would probably be phenomenal in it. But that's what we got to this cigar. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for sticking around and watching. I appreciate it. If you had this stick, please leave it in the comments below, and let me know what your experience was and what size you smoked, because maybe I need to do another review of a different one. Maybe I need to smoke this Gordo again. I don't know. You know, I can only tell you what I got off of this cigar. The experience that you may have with this size may be a lot better. You know, every stick is different. So we'll definitely wait and see what happens down in the comments. So thank you so very much for stopping in. And until we can get together and pack that pipe or smoke a great cigar, let all that you do be done in love. Y'all take care and God bless.